Hey guys, it's Brie. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a full face of drugstore makeup, an almost full face. I put my Lorac lipstick on and totally forgot. So it's almost a full face of drugstore items, and it is also testing out 6 new e.l.f. products. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up if you like it. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on the post notification bell. And if you want to get ready with me, just keep watching. Okay guys, so today I am still sick. Slightly, and I sound very annoying, so I'm really sorry about that, but I had to get some filming done. So I'm going to be showing you all the new stuff that I got from e.l.f. that I ordered from the e.l.f. website, and then doing a full face of makeup using all drugstore and affordable items and testing out some of these new things. So the first thing I got from e.l.f., this is the Pore Clearing Glitter Pill Off Mask. I just thought this sounded fun. I love testing masks out. I think this was only $6 or $8, so pretty affordable if you ask me. And I just thought this one would be fun maybe to do with my little sister or something like that. Then I got another skincare item, which I'm actually going to be using today. I think this was $12, which for skincare is pretty affordable, so I'm excited to see how this works out. Okay, so I actually think I'm going to add a little bit more. It absorbed into my skin so quickly, and it doesn't feel greasy at all. It just feels really hydrating. I picked up the e.l.f. Hydrating Coconut Mist. This is a lightweight mist that hydrates the skin and refreshes makeup. So I think it's just like a spray you can use randomly throughout the day. I don't think it's like a setting spray or anything. This is what the bottle looks like. It looks nice. I really like the new packaging that e.l.f. has come out with. Oh my gosh, this smells so good. I love coconut scents, like Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer, that kind of scent. I picked up the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer because this is supposed to be a dupe for the TATCHA one. If you guys want to see me test this out side by side with the TATCHA one, let me know. I can definitely do that, but I'm going to test this out today. And then I also picked up the e.l.f. 16-Hour Camo Concealer. I got this in the shade Fair Warm. I'm super excited to try this out. I've also heard that this is like the closest dupe to Tarte Shape Tape that there is. If you guys want to see me test this out, I can maybe do these both in a video if you guys want to see that. I picked up 2 Lip Plumping Glosses. This one is Peach Bellini, and this one is Champagne Glam. So this one looks like it's just going to be more like juicy looking, and this one is more glittery. So I'm glad I picked up one of each. I think I'll probably go for this one. This is more of my, I don't know, I'll probably go with this one today. Then I picked up the e.l.f. Metallic Flare Highlighter in White Gold. I just thought this looked so pretty. And then the last thing I got was the e.l.f. Stardust Glitter Eyeliner. I thought I would maybe try this. I don't know, because now I'm looking at it. It looks like really, really bronzy. So I don't know if I'm going to actually use this today. But if not, I will use it in the future. So the first thing, now that my skin is washed and moisturized, I'm going to go in with the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. This is what the packaging looks like when you open it. I mean, it looks so similar to the TATCHA one. I'm like trying to feel the consistency. I don't think that the consistency right off the bat does not feel like the TATCHA one at all. The TATCHA one feels like so smoothing and really like silky, and this feels, I feel like this feels a little more greasy. I think it definitely has a different feel to it. Now, if it has the same effect as the TATCHA one, it can still be a dupe just because it doesn't feel the same. I can't really tell if my pores are filled. I like scraped a little bit to see if it gave it a different texture, if there was like an overlay on the very top, and it's feeling exactly the same. No, I definitely don't think on my skin that it feels the same as the TATCHA. The TATCHA just feels like this has a little more grip to it, which might be good for makeup application. It might stick really good. The TATCHA one, you can just, it just feels so slick, and this one has a little bit of tackiness. It does look like it blurred my pores really well right here, so that's good. Perfect to start or end your day. I'm gonna spray this. Okay, so I did spray the e.l.f. Hydrating Coconut Mist. When I normally do my makeup, I probably should have sprayed this first. I didn't think I was gonna go in with it. I will spray something more hydrating and then go in with a pore filler. For foundation, I'm gonna go in with the Catrice HD Liquid Coverage Foundation. This has easily become one of my most reach for foundations. Just every time I use it, my skin looks so good. I'm just gonna blend that out with this is the Sonia Kashuk sponge. One of my biggest problems when I do a full face of affordable makeup is my eyebrows, because I just really use my dip brow and that's all I use. See, that has such good coverage. I can also build it up quite a bit. I am not going in with a brush first, which is normally how I apply my foundation, because I feel like I get more coverage with less amount of product, and then I'll just go over the top of it with my sponge because I like the finish better. But right off the bat with a brush, I normally get better coverage. So you can see it's not covering everything. I'm gonna add just a little bit right on my cheeks. Those are my problem areas with all my scarring and everything. So you usually go in with just a little bit extra on my cheeks. My pores look pretty filled. Actually, I think these look more filled than when I used the TATCHA primer, because that primer, I feel like it made all my small lines and stuff like that look really good, but for some reason it could not fill my pores in all the way on my cheeks. So that's why I've been loving the Urban Decay one, because that one really fills my pores on my cheeks. And I think this one is actually filling my pores more than the TATCHA. I feel like I haven't used a sponge to blend out my foundation, just a sponge, in forever, because I always go in with brush. So this is what the foundation is looking like. It is just one of my favorite drugstore foundations. It's so good. Then taking the new e.l.f. 16-hour Camo Concealer. So this is what the packaging looks like. I think it looks really nice. I like their new packaging a lot. I am gonna get my powder ready before I go in with the concealer, because I have to go in really quick. Basically everything in this video is drugstore. There are only two products that are affordable. It's the eyeshadow palette and the powder that I'm using. Everything else you can find at the drugstore. For powder, I'm using the RCMA No Color Powder. This is such a good one. I'm gonna go ahead. Oh, this looks so light. It looked so much darker on the website. It has a big dofa applicator. Oh my, that's so light. I was not expecting it to be that light. Okay, I kind of don't want to go in with too much, and I feel like that might have already been too much. So I'm just gonna blend that out with my sponge. I can't believe how light that was. It's looking very full coverage. This, I feel like, is not as drying as Tarte Shape Tape. That's one big reason that I stopped using Shape Tape, was because it was so drying. This doesn't feel as drying, so for me that's a plus. So there is one side concealed. I think it looks very full coverage. A little bit of my darkness is showing through right here where it's the darkest, but it's looking really full coverage. It blended out really nicely. It's creasing a little bit, but with my under eyes you can't get away from that. So now I'm just gonna go ahead and conceal the rest of my face. Okay, I don't know if you guys can see it, but this side looks darker and this side looks lighter. I wonder if the concealer oxidizes. Let me test this out on the back of my hand while I am highlighting the rest of my face. And just taking my Morphe E41 and picking up a little bit of that powder to set the rest of my face. I'm gonna go ahead and do my brows now. I pulled 2 different things to maybe try. This is the LA Girl Shady Slim Brow Pencil. This is, I've heard tons of people say it's amazing, but I don't really use pencils, so I also grabbed the LA Girl Brow Pomade, but I didn't like this the last time I used it. But those are like really the only drugstore brow products that I have. So I don't really know which one I want to use. Okay, so I'm going to swatch a little bit of that concealer now that the first swatch has a little time to dry down. So this is it just barely applied, and this is it dried down. So I do think it dries down a little bit darker. I don't think you're seeing the shade difference. There you go. That shows you the shade difference a little bit more between the top is new and the bottom is dried down. So just keep that in mind if you are ordering this. Well, I guess I will try the pomade and we will see. Or maybe I'll go in with the pencil first and then go in with the pomade if I need it a little more intense. I'm just not a pencil person. And now going in with that pomade. Ooh, I kind of like the way that looks. I like the way that it looks with the pomade and then the pencil. I think it looks cool. But this shape is a little weird. Just ignore that. I really screwed up with that pencil. You really screwed that shape up. And it was too far gone to where you couldn't really save it. You just couldn't make it worse. So this is what my brows look like. Oh, thank you. Okay, I'm all full. Thank you. Okay. All done. I'm just gonna set my brows with the Wet n Wild Mega Clear Brow and Lash Mascara. These used to be my favorite for setting my brows. It does a really good job. I'll probably show you guys a little bit, but she keeps coming in here and bringing me food. She got a new kitchen a couple weekends ago, and she's like all about it and keeps bringing me like a drink and corn, and it's so cute. Yeah, I think I really like the way that these brows look. They might look a little crazy and their shape's a little off. I was having a rough time. What can you do? It's funny because I didn't really like that pomade, but doing the pencil and then deepening the tail with the pomade, I actually really liked that. For contour, I'm going to go in with the Physicians Formula Bronze Booster. I love this middle shade for contour. I'm taking my Luxie 680. For bronzer, I'm going to go in with the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. This is my favorite at the drugstore. It's so good. It's my favorite out of all of my bronzers. For blush, I'm going to go in with the LA Girl Just Blushing. This is in the shade Just Natural. These are my favorite blushes. I constantly use them. I just think they're so good. I'm just taking this on my Luxie highlighting brush. For highlighter, I'm going in with the e.l.f. Metallic Flare Highlighter in White Gold. This is what it looks like. It looks so pretty. So I think that is really, really pretty. I really like that highlighter. I think it's so pretty. Okay, so I'm gonna hop into eyeshadow. I'm just gonna be using the Morphe and James Charles palette. I don't have a lot of drugstore palettes. I have affordable palettes, but I don't have a lot of drugstore. First, going in with Canvas. I'm just blending that out as a transition shade, kind of all over. Taking a Punch Me on this Morphe M573. Just gonna be working that in the crease and blending it up. I'm just doing a really simple eye look today. So I built that up and blended it out. That color is beautiful. I really, really like it. I'm gonna take this Morphe M441 and pick up Mary. It's a little more red toned, but I think it is really pretty. Next, I'm gonna take this Luxie 213 brush and pick up Boutique, and I'm gonna focus that on the outer corner. And then taking that second brush and just blending out the darkest shade. I'm gonna take that second brush and take Punch Me, and I'm just gonna run that under the waterline, and then taking Boutique on that same brush and putting that on the lower lash line, focusing it out on the outer corner. I'm gonna take Sister on my finger, which is this pinky shimmer, and put that all over the lid, the inner corner. Yay for having long nails and trying to get all the way to the corner of your eye. Wow, that is pretty. Okay, so taking that brush, that Curie one that I used for the outer corner, just blending. I'm gonna take this little Morphe M213 and pick up Ring Light, put that on the inner corner and right under the arch of my brow. So cute. I love it. I don't know why. I think the tones that I used, the Mary and Boutique, they're just weird, like kind of reddy, purpley browns. They're really pretty. For lips, I'm going to go in with the Lorac Highly Pigmented Lipstick in Optimist. This is the more pinky one. And I've really been loving this lip color. Oh my gosh, I didn't even think. This is literally not Drugstore. These are just always my go-tos that I never... Okay, well that was in Drugstore, dang it. That was a fail, so... Okay, I'm going to take this e.l.f. Lip Plumping Gloss in Peach Bellini. It's the one that doesn't have the shimmers in it. Doesn't really have a scent to it. I think I'm going to like this color. Oh yeah. It's like exactly what I was hoping for it to be. Just super shiny and juicy and like wet looking. Yeah, I feel it plumping a little bit. We'll see. I'm gonna put eyeliner and then lashes on, so I will be right back. For eyeliner, I'm using the Physicians Formula Eye Booster in Ultra Black. This is my favorite. And then the L'Oreal Voluminous Mascara, and I'm gonna pick... Sally's just had a buy one get one free on their Ardell lashes, so I picked up a bunch of them to try out. I think I'm gonna test out the Ardell Demi Wispies. These are the faux mink wispies, so I think I'm gonna try those. Okay guys, so I just popped on lashes and a little bit of eyeliner. I actually ended up not doing eyeliner. I just kind of connected my lash band to my inner corner. I'm gonna take this Rimmel London Scandal Eyes in this purple shade. Then I'm just gonna add a little bit more of that plumping gloss. I really liked that. Like, it had an intense plumping feeling, so if you don't like that, do not get that. Do not get this. But it's a plumping gloss, so it does have that. Oh, I just think that that gloss is gorgeous. Okay, so I popped on those lashes and I really like them. I feel like they're a little more, they're like really, really good everyday lashes. I love dramatic lashes. I do. These ones are a little more everyday. I think I'd like a little more length. I think these would just be really good everyday lashes. I think they're pretty and they have volume. Personally, I would just like a little more length. They're my favorite shape though, where they're really tapered and then they really flare out on the outer corner. I love that. Next, I'm going to go in with the Milani Make It Last setting spray to set this makeup. Okay guys, so this is the finished look. This is what my makeup looks like. I think it looks beautiful. These were, except for my lips, using all drugstore and affordable items, mainly drugstore. 2 items were more affordable and you'd have to buy them online, but all very affordable. I really liked the Hydrating Coconut Mist. I think it's just a refresher spray. It smells really nice. The sprayer is pretty decent on it. I think I'll really like this for prepping before makeup. It feels very hydrating and nice, so I think I'll like it for that. The Hello Hydration Cream I thought was great. It felt so good on the skin. It didn't feel greasy. It felt heavy, but not greasy, and very hydrating, so I'm excited to keep using that. Honestly, the primer looks really, really good. If you guys want to see it side by side with this and the TATCHA one, let me know. I can do that. But I think it looks really good. My pores are really nicely filled. I don't think it helped with my fine lines and stuff on my forehead as much as the TATCHA one does, but I still think it looks really good. Maybe I just needed to use a little bit more product on my forehead. Then I tried the e.l.f. 16-Hour Camo Concealer. I really like this concealer. I definitely see why so many people are saying it's like Tarte Shape Tape. I think it's really, really, really close. Maybe a little bit less coverage and not as drying. So I like the not as drying part. Maybe if I just built up a little bit right here where I have really dark spots right here, then I would be okay. I'm not sure. I did not try to build it up. I accidentally put too much on and it was really light, and I blended it out and slightly freaked out, so that is why I didn't try to layer that. Then I used the e.l.f. Metallic Highlighter. This is in the shade White Gold. This highlighter is really, really pretty. I just think it's very beautiful. It's not chunky at all. I don't think it's highlighting my texture really. I think it's very pretty. It's just a very sheeny highlighter. Yeah, I like this. I'll probably use that a lot more too. And then the last thing I tested out was this Lip Plumping Gloss in the shade Peach Bellini. Love the shade, love the gloss. Does have an intense plumping feel, but it is beautiful over the top of this lipstick. I'm like dying over how juicy my lips look right now. Like, that's insane. I love this. I'm excited. I kind of want to buy more now. Okay guys, so those were all of my thoughts on the new products that I just bought and a full face of affordable and drugstore makeup. Let me know if you guys like this video. Make sure to give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe and turn on the post notification bell so you don't miss any new videos. I upload 3 every week. Go ahead and leave me a comment with any suggestions or products you want me to try out. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you in my next video.